right? And but I need to introduce two very distinguished people sitting with me. For very first time, Professor Philip Flowdown has come to this part of the country for a great job. We are signing an agreement with them to bring a institute of innovation. I was mentioning in the meeting just now that 100 to 120,000 boys from Punjab go out. The good institutions are coming, IIM is coming, ISB is coming, but in between the institutions aren't flourishing. So it is our effort to rope in Birmingham City University and bring them here. We are by and large in the finishing stages of this agreement, but we thought it is a very important announcement that we should make use this occasion and make it. So I hand over to Professor Philip Floder, who is the Vice Chancellor, barrister by practice, but academician by the profession. And I have with me a very distinguished professor, Professor Julian Beer, who is also Deputy Vice Chancellor. So getting such a high dignitaries to this forum itself is a great pleasure and privilege for Herocycles and for me personally. And let Mr. Munjal join and share his other. So over to Professor Floder.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and let me start with an apology. Although I look young, I am now 58, and this is my first trip to India. How can this be? Thank you so much for welcoming me to your amazing country, and in particular, thank you for making this opportunity for me to come to the Punjab for this occasion. I want to say a particular thank you to our partners in the Hero Group and the Munjal Foundation. They have chosen to work with Birmingham City University when a group of their size and their profile can work with so many universities and establishments around the world. And perhaps I can talk just a little bit about why we are entering into this partnership between our two organisations. Birmingham, of course, in the UK is one of the great homes of the Indian diaspora. We work in an environment which is characterised, like your own, by technology, by innovation. And what we are looking at between Hero, the Munjal Foundation and Birmingham City University is how we create innovation that will enable us to succeed in the future as we go forward. We all know the rich history that we have, particularly in this part of India, but across India, for technology. But have we perhaps lost something now, both here in India and in the UK? Have we lost the traditions of creativity? Have we perhaps focused too much on technology and engineering and forgotten that in the real world problems have to be solved and they don't fit into neat and tidy categories? And so what my colleagues have been working on over the last few years is the idea of putting arts and creativity back into the middle of the agenda. And that is what we are working with the Hero Group on. A project called STEAM House. And we're going to open that here in the Punjab, in India, in partnership with the Hero Corporation, in partnership with the Munjal Foundation and Birmingham City University. And what better timing than to welcome one of the founders to the podium.
Don't get up, don't get up.
Thank you. Thank you. A struggle.
Good seeing you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not, I think, for me to talk anymore, but perhaps I can pass over to Mr. Sunil Munjal.
Thank you. First, thank you very much to all of you for making the time. As today is a day for focusing on Punjab and where the state can go, what the possibilities are, the question which keeps getting asked again and again is, where are the investment opportunities in Punjab and where are the growth opportunities? It is clear for the state to get back to where it deserves to be, to get back to a leadership position as it had for a long time. One of the big focus areas has got to be education, skills, vocations, and creation of sustainable economic opportunities. So this is an area in which the Birmingham City University has done an amazing job, and which is why we were delighted to meet with them. This is their second visit here with us, and more than once to look at the possibilities in Punjab. They spent yesterday with our team in Ludhiana, looking at what and how to create an institution which would meet these needs of skill and education at the same time. As many of you are aware, there is a global trend right now to say that education needs to focus on more than just one skill. You need to figure out a way, how do you appeal to the left and the right brain at the same time? Therefore, the need of technology to be taught alongside the softer aspects of the arts. Because for any society, any nation, any country, and any civilization to be successful, it is essential that all of these grow concurrently. And our focus for the last some decades in India has been to build and develop lots of engineers, accountants, lawyers, etc. There is now, as I said, this global trend which shows that high quality leadership comes from a well-balanced set of attributes amongst leaders. And we are hoping that we can set up and establish an institution which would help not just educate people, but also existing businesses to get an opportunity to grow through innovation, through looking at what their own possibilities and potential is. And we hope to do that once we come to a useful and a beneficial and a mutually beneficial arrangement to be able to benefit not just the people of Ludhiana, but Punjab and going beyond Punjab in other parts of North India as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is my second visit to the Punjab. I was over here in October, and I've been around India at least 4 times this year. So it's very nice to be back in the Punjab. As has already been heard by previous speakers, we've been working on this project for some time now, and it's nearing its conclusion. We're going to launch what we call Steam House, but it will have a very Indian Punjabi flavour. It will be called something different from what we call it in the UK. But this is a project that's been backed by the British government, and the British government has supported our Steam House project in Birmingham as an international leader in merging the arts and creatives along with science, technology, engineering and mathematics. And what we're doing with the Munjal Foundation and the Hero Group is looking at how, as Mr. Munjal said, we can on real life problems and solving them in teams, working together collaboratively, starting new businesses, creating new intellectual property, and giving those individuals that come through the programs a real work-ready benefit for the economy in the Punjab. We're also going to link it up with what we're doing in Birmingham. So we will be using technology to connect Birmingham in the UK with the Punjab. So we can do real live challenges, looking at solving problems in society, in the economy, and working collaboratively on different ideas. So we're very excited. This is our first venture outside of the UK. I think it'll be, it'll be the first actually in India. So we're really delighted to be here and working alongside such a great company such as the Hero Group and the Munjal Foundation. So it's a great honour, as my Vice Chancellor said, for us to be in such illustrious partnership. Thank you.
Okay. I have honor to have a very distinguished and very different kind of a gift, it's an honor. So we honor again.
Thank you very much. I was last here just 4 weeks ago, and my name is Professor Alison Honour, and I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Design and Media, but I work very closely with my colleagues on STEAM pedagogy. I'm actually a sculptor, so my training and background is absolutely in the arts. And we talked at the previous CII symposium about the importance of STEAM pedagogy and how we develop future fit graduates. Graduates, as Mr. Munjal has said, that have a range of attributes, traits, behaviours and abilities to meet the emerging needs of the world. And those attributes are actually developed not just through STEM, so science, technology, engineering and mathematics, but also through the arts. And that's a very important part of what we do in STEAM House. And we do believe that creativity is absolutely at the core of innovation. So that is really my part in terms of this team. And I'm very pleased to be saying that I've been travelling over to Goa to the Serendipity Arts Festival, which I know the Munjal Foundation are a huge supporter of the arts. And I'm very passionate also about putting arts at the centre of those public audiences and communities and groups that would not otherwise have access. So it's an absolute delight to be here, and I hope that I can play my part in bringing creativity also to the Punjab.
So, if there are any questions, comments, criticism, please feel free. Or English में करना है, हिंदी में, Punjabi में, all of that is welcome. So we are in the process of doing that. We have identified a place where it's going to be. We have teams on both sides working to flesh out the actual institution itself as to the size, scale, timing, phasing out of the actual implementation, etc. And alongside numbers to ensure that it's a viable, long-term viable institution. In Ludhiana. It's in Ludhiana.
So what type of courses are being offered? What kind of courses?
You want to take that?
Could you elaborate?
Maybe this one comes to me because it's on the academic side. I want to challenge back and say this isn't about an engineering course or a maths course. It's actually about STEAM courses. It's about people being able to study across subjects. Because you will all know in your careers, and we know out there in industry, people don't just do one thing. They have to be able to work across their disciplines. And in the last session we were in, and one of your esteemed industrialists was talking about the difficulty of getting two different kinds of engineer to talk to one another. How much more difficult is it when we need the designers involved and the artists involved? So we will be creating courses through STEAM House in due course, which help to prepare people for a much richer future that isn't just one thing.
Hanji.
साहब आपका बहुत बड़ा ग्रुप ही है और पंजाब में सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत है कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट को लेकर चलती है और पंजाब का यूथ जो है बाहर फॉरेन कनाडा अमेरिका यूएसए जा रहा है और उसकी देखा भी है पंजाब सरकार को क्या करना चाहिए क्योंकि आपकी इंडस्ट्री बहुत बड़ी है इंडस्ट्री यहाँ क्यों नहीं बन पा रही सरकार की कमी है जहाँ कहीं ना कहीं किसी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है जहाँ यूथ बाहर जा रहा तो
So let me try and answer. So employment के दो या तीन पहलू होते हैं. एक है जो बड़ी कंपनियां हैं वर्ल्ड वाइड, बड़ी कंपनियां बहुत ज़्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट डायरेक्टली क्रिएट नहीं करती लेकिन इनडायरेक्टली क्रिएट करती हैं. हर बड़ी कंपनी के साथ कई सारी कंपनियां साथ में जुड़ी होती हैं. छोटी कंपनियां, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, सप्लाई चेन पार्टनर्स, लॉजिस्टिक्स पार्टनर्स, हर एक के अंदर एडिशनल जॉब्स क्रिएट होते हैं. दूसरी चीज़ है इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर जो कि सबसे बड़ा एम्प्लॉयर है इस समय हिंदुस्तान में. आपको शायद मालूम होगा 94% एम्प्लॉयमेंट टुडे इन इंडिया इज इनफॉर्मल, in the informal sector. तीसरी जो सबसे ज़रूरी है is to encourage entrepreneurship. So you want more and more people to become and build capabilities to give jobs, not only to be looking for jobs themselves. So इसलिए entrepreneurship हर लेवल पे, छोटे लेवल पे, मीडियम लेवल पे, बड़े लेवल पे, हर एक में ये ज़रूरी है. इसलिए अगर सरकार कोई भी पॉलिसी क्रिएट कर सकती है जो नया एंटरप्राइज को encourage करे, existing enterprise को प्रोटेक्ट करें in terms of encouraging them to grow, क्योंकि जो companies होती हैं normal attempt उनका क्या होता है, how do I bring more efficiency, and more efficiency today is being seen by less people doing the same thing or the same number of people doing more things. Therefore it's always important to look for big growth in these enterprises. That's when they hire, or creating new enterprises which will obviously then continue to hire. So we need to figure out how to address each of these points to be able to have a dynamic growth economy. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time. But since the Chief Minister is coming in, I think the security is now ready to move all of us out of here. Thank you.
The guy who gets to us, he's still running on the